It's your boy Michael with the H&M Reloaded channel, and today we're going to show you how to bypass that dreaded PO420 catalytic converter under threshold. That is a dreaded one, guys. We all been there before. Unfortunately, not all of us could afford a $2,000 catalytic converter, because usually PO420 or PO430, you need a new catalytic converter. Most people, think that you need an O2 sensor. Very rare do you need an O2 sensor. I mean, it happens, yes, but not as often as you think. Usually you need a new catalytic converter. And unfortunately, not many of us could afford one. Especially if they're $2,000 installed for a good one. You can't get a cheap one because the engine light's probably still going to come on. But yeah, guys, this is off of my 2018 Hyundai Santa Fe Sport. Okay, I wanted to show you up close and personal instead of going underneath the car, okay? Because there's no room, so it's very hard to do, okay? But yeah, I just want to show you. This is the downstream sensor 2. This is the upstream sensor 1, okay? Keep in mind, this would be like this up in your car, okay? The manifold would be against the engine, okay? Just picture this against the engine. And it's hanging down like this. It would be orientated just like that. Okay. But obviously we can't do the demonstration like that, so we're going to lay it down. I just wanted to show you exactly, exactly how it's going to look. Okay. The dreaded 420 code comes up. There's not too many choices you have, guys, but this is going to bypass the engine light from coming on. Okay. But keep in mind, if your catalytic converter spits out the PO420 code or 430 code, and you have drivability issues because of it, because of your catalytic converter, this is not going to work. This bypass method is not going to work, okay? Keep that in mind. If you have the PO420 code or 430 code pops up and there's no drivability issues, it's just setting off a check engine light, because even the slightest bit of numbers that are off is going to trigger a check engine light. If you have a check engine light on because of your catalytic converter, you lost the access to your remote start. And in the ice cold weather and very, very hot weather, that's a must. It's a must have. Okay, so yeah, we're going to show you how to bypass, okay, the check engine light. Guys, this is supposedly illegal. So I'm not telling you to do this. I'm just telling you it can be done. This is just for entertainment purposes only. Do this at your own risk, okay? Keep that in mind. Okay, I've seen many YouTube videos showing the procedure, and they install a non-fouler. See, this is from Dorman, guys, okay? They sell these in AutoZone, Advanced Auto Parts, O'Reilly's, okay? And this is an 18mm wick gasket non-fouler, okay? This is not for your O2 sensor, but it's used for one, okay? They come like this, guys. They come like this, just like this, okay? And with these, you're going to have to take a 1/2-inch drill and drill out the middle of here, because when you go to put your O2 sensor in, it's not going to work. It's not going to fit in there because of that, okay? Don't even worry about these. You want to hear something ironic? These are supposedly illegal, correct? Well, guess what, guys? Walmart sells them, the O2 spacers, for like $8 or $9. Online only. Online only. They come just like this, guys. Look. Ready to use, just like that. Okay, so what you do is you're going to stick your O2 sensor in there and then screw this into your catalytic converter. I'm going to show you. We're going to use an O2 sensor socket with the slit down the middle for the wiring, okay? Going to put the wiring. See? You have to have the wiring. See? Look at it. So the wiring goes right through. See it? And you can put it right in. See, I just want to show you. Do you see how there's a slit and the wire has room to go through? See that? Isn't that cool? Just like that, right here. See it? How the wire, that's why you need the slit going down, or it's not going to be able to remove it. Usually these O2 sensors are stuck on there severely. I mean, they've been on there, in the heat for years, okay? So usually they're on there good. Usually you're going to have to take some PB blaster and spray it a couple days before, and then do it again before you're going to work on it. Or if that don't work, use heat. Put the torch on there on the bottom. Don't put it anywhere near the wiring on the bottom here where the metal is. This has not been removed yet. Just want to let you know that. Okay, so we're going to take this So I'm going to put this on there, like I said. Okay, now for shits and giggles, we're just going to try the little normal ratchet wrench, you know, see if it'll, I don't think it's going to come off, but probably not. Okay, obviously it's lefty-loosey, righty-tighty, so that's righty is that way, lefty is that way. Okay, so we're going to go, obviously, the other way. Fuck. No. No. This guy, unfortunately, I think I'm going to need the breaker bar. I may even need heat. There you go. See it? It's on. Hang on. Oh my God. It's on there, guys. Woo, it's on there. Oh, wow. Holy cow. Now you know why. Jesus. Now you know why heat and PB plaster are usually the proper thing. I actually knocked out my upstream. This was already out, guys. I just put it there just for show. Okay. Now, when you pop it out, usually you could just loosen it. There you go. Okay. Wow, look at this. Wow, look at that guy, huh? Look how dirty. And this is a non-working one anyway. This is just for, you know, demonstration purposes. But yeah, guys, see, look. Now, what you're going to do is, I want to do this up close and personal for you, if I can. Okay. So here's the hole from the old, you know. Here's the old one. Now, what you're going to do is, see, with these, we're not going to use the ones from AutoZone, okay, because you physically have to take a 1/2-inch drill bit and drill this out, okay. So it'll look like the one that came from Walmart. This is the one that came from AutoZone. This is the one that came from Walmart. See? You can see it. It's already done. See? We're not going to use the one from AutoZone. Okay, now, let's see. You could use one of these. You could probably use two. Like I said, it depends. It depends on how much space you have under your vehicle from your catalytic converter through anything else in there. Because you know how there's limited space under your vehicle? See, look. This is really long like that. If you put two on, I don't think two is going to work. But look. See how the O2 sensor is all the way in, and the lower part is in the flow of airflow down there. That's how it reads the catalytic converter. This will read it. Now, when you put these in, these are O2 spacers, they're called. When you put them in, now look, the bottom of this O2 sensor is way out. Look at this, watch. You can actually put the whole thing in there now, look. Look at that. Look at that. See it? Now, the bottom of the O2 sensor is nowhere near. It's not inside the catalytic converter anymore. So therefore, the O2 sensor cannot read the proper numbers that are coming out of here. In turn, the check engine light will go off and you're good. Just wanted to show you guys that. But yeah, I just want to show you also, I don't think we're going to need two of these, you know, so we're just going to use one. Okay, I'll show you. All right, yeah. Okay, I took them off. Now we're just going to use one of these. One, okay? Guys, with this, see how the threads take a little bit of anti-seize, okay? I'm not going to do it, but you put some on your finger and put it on the threads. Just a little bit, only on the threads. So the next time you have to take this out, it'll come out much easier, okay? Now, you put this in. Take a little bit of anti-seize, just a little bit, see how? A little bit, and just put it on the threads, only on the threads here. That's it, no more. That's it. Don't put it on here. Never put it on here. Just put it on the threads. Threads only, okay? Okay, that's it. See it? Now what we're gonna do is, this goes in. See how easy it goes in with the anti-seize? See? Now, the bottom of this O2 sensor cannot read the numbers that are coming out of here now. It's just a bypass method. That's it. You're done, guys. You're done. You just tighten this up. You know, tighten it up, man. Guys, you just bypassed the 420 code and the 430 code. This is illegal and frowned upon in, I think, just about every state. Okay? You know, because now your catalytic converter has a job to do. It takes out all the, you know, the impurities, I mean, all the pollution that comes out of your vehicle, and that goes into the air. This is going to stop that from happening, you know. So all the precious metals that are inside here, that's what makes a catalytic converter so expensive. There's actually precious metals inside there that actually contain all the pollution and all the impurities that come from your vehicle. It comes in from your engine, okay? Comes out here, and all the precious metals literally kills all the pollution. In turn, it's clean air, okay? That's the main job of a catalytic converter. But yeah, it's just when that dreaded code pops up, guys, you get very nervous, especially me. I mean, who has $2,000 to do one catalytic converter? You always got to buy the good catalytic converters because they have the precious metals in it. The cheaper ones have precious metals, but not so much, very cheap. If you install a new catalytic converter with cheap parts inside, cheap metal, your check engine light's still going to come on, even with a brand new catalytic converter. So always buy a good catalytic converter. Yeah, it costs more, unfortunately, and if you have inspection coming up, that's where this install comes in. I'm just letting you know it can be done. And if you need to save money in a pinch, now you know what to do. The upstream sensor, this will not work on. It has to be on the downstream, which is after the cat. Okay? You have an O2 sensor on the top of the cat and one after the cat. The one after the cat is always the one to do this application on. Okay? And naturally, we're going to take this off. We're going to take this off. This is our O2 spacer, it's called. And Walmart sells them online. Why, I do not know, because the primary use of this is to space your O2 sensor. And if that's supposedly illegal in most states, then go figure. Okay? And it's just ironic how the ones you buy in AutoZone, the non-foulers, instead of being O2 spacers, they're called non-foulers, and they're usually for oil. Okay? But the thing is, you have to drill out the hole there to make it look like the ones from Walmart. Okay? So yeah, I mean, guys, I hope this saves you quite a bit of money, Yeah, I'm just tired of people taking advantage of other people, because that's what happens. You take this to the dealership, and what happens? Oh, it'll be $3,000. Oh, well, you told me it's going to be $1,800. Well, we came across this part broke and that part broke when we were taking it off, and you needed this part too over here. So we figured we just no. See, that's why we have this channel, guys. So people won't rip you off. Okay? I mean, I'm trying to say to you guys. I mean, I am not an ASE certified mechanic. I just watch a lot of YouTube videos, and I do have some knowledge about cars and equipment outside. Unfortunately, these mechanics out there are some good ones, but more bad ones, unfortunately. But guys, like I said before, if your catalytic converter is clogged, and that's what's setting off the PO420 code, this bypass application will not work. You cannot have any drivability issues with your catalytic converter. I mean, if some of the honeycomb we call it, inside the catalytic converter, like it's inside there. That's all where the precious metals are. That looks like a honeycomb in there. But if any of that is broken and is clogging it up, and your PO420 code is popped up, just by putting a spacer on your O2 sensor will not fix the problem, and your engine light will not go off. Keep that in mind. It will not go off. This will only work if you are experiencing no drivability issues, no hesitating, from the catalytic converter. It's just sometimes the numbers from the O2 sensor and the catalytic converter just don't mesh. And even the slightest little mismatch of numbers will throw a check engine light. Even though your car is running perfect still, it'll just throw off the CAC code, and there you go. Then you're in trouble. Okay? So just keep that in mind, Guys, this is your boy Michael with the H&M Reloaded channel. Guys, shake your neighbor's hand as always. The fighting in this world has got to stop. We don't need it no more. Let's be safe out there. Let's not have to look over our shoulders. Let's have a happy new year, guys. Click that subscribe button. Click the bell icon. Click all so you never miss an upcoming post or video of ours. Guys, we love you guys. Happy New Year. Peace. Later.